Okay, we're going to call this project Student Intro, and we're going to answer these questions. First, you're going to say your name and where you're from. Then tell us a little bit about your background. What types of things are you into? Are you into photography, music? Are you a singer? Are you a performer? Keep it brief, keep it concise. We'll have other times where we can expand on this. You're going to tell us what you hope to learn. What is it you really look forward to pursuing? Some of you have already done this in some other projects. We're going to put it all in one little package here, 1, 2, 3. And then finally, what are you planning to do after you leave Summit Tech and or high school? And keep in mind, this does not at all have to be anything that, may be different tomorrow. You may have a different answer the next day, that sort of thing. So just generally speaking, what do you have planned after high school? You're going to have these particular jobs. There may be 5 people in your group, so that means one person will kind of help out as a floater, if you will. There may be 6 people in a group. We'll see how it all shakes out. So one person is going to be operating the camera, and that person is going to be helped by the director, who's going to be keeping their eyes on the shot and making sure both the camera and the sound device are running at the same time. And that sound person is going to have some headphones. They're going to be able to check the level and get that sound recording device as close to your subject as possible. And finally, you're going to have that one person that's on camera doing their part. Okay, so those are the 4 different jobs that we have kind of specifically outlined for us. You're going to bring that footage back into Final Cut Pro, and you're going to synchronize it as we talked about yesterday. You can watch that quest if you may have forgotten. I went ahead and marked a favorite, but I could just select it, hit the letter E, and now here's where we're going to mix it up just a little bit. I'm going to park the playhead at the beginning. I'm going to hit Option W. I'm going to park the playhead at the end, and I'm going to hit Option W. Then I'm going to go into the text browser, and let's see if we can get all of these to look the same. So that means we want everybody's project to kind of match. We're going to have a bit of a style to it, if you will. I'm going to take the text in build in and out rather, and it's called centered, and I'm going to drag that right above my gap clip. And I'm going to take this edit point right here and do what's called a ripple edit. We'll get into that later. And as long as I've got that selected, I'm going to hit Command T, which is actually the default transition, which is a cross dissolve. So that's the default transition. And if I have an edit point selected, I can hit Command T, and that's going to make it fade in. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type it in. Let's see. Did I get all those words right? Spelling has been a fun part of this. So we want the text to just fade in nice and easy.
My name's Sean
We're going to
Harrell,
say
and I
our
teach
bit,
digital media technology here at Summit Tech.
and we're going to add a
every
cross
year I hope to
dissolve
take
at the end.
musicians
One
and
thing I like about
people
Final
off
Cut is you can
film
do a lot of
and
these
just
edits
broaden
while
their
you're at it.
perspective
I'm going to
in
select this
all
and
aspects
drag
of
this
digital
down and
media
make it
technology.
1
And
second
I'm looking
long.
forward to
See
growing
that?
this program
1
in
second
this
long.
new Missouri Innovation Campus.
And that way I fade out to black. Gives me a little bit of wiggle room there at the end. So shoot for about 30 seconds, no more. We're not trying to make these something that we develop on. Film it anywhere you like. Use available light wisely. So right here I was sitting in a place where there's some decent light on me. So don't sit in the shadow. Don't put a giant glass window with the sun shining behind you. There we go. We'll be set to go. You're going to share that in the digital media shared folder.